when I first got on social media, man, you couldn't even post a video with people really understanding what it actually was. And then when you start actually recording the videos out in public or in the gym, for a while, it was actually okay. It really wasn't until the social media era first started and it was taking everybody by storm that gyms actually stopped you from recording in the gym. There was a period in the beginning where gyms actually didn't care because they really didn't even know what was going on. They didn't really know it was a big thing. But man, once it took off, people started getting mad. Oh, don't you be recording this, don't you be doing this, don't you be... Man, people started running to the managers, telling the managers, can they do this, can they be doing this, can they be... Man, listen, now you got a camera in your face no matter what you got to say. And if you say the wrong thing, you might lose all your business, you might lose relationships. I mean, all type of stuff can happen. So we live in an age where now the camera, it's a secondhand type of thing. It's like, man, listen, I'm recording myself right now. Somebody could be recording me while I'm recording myself. And that's the age of information and how fast this world is moving, man. So I remember when we first started this journey with social media, and I was on the social media train the whole time, man. I ain't gonna lie. I had a group back in the day called Addicted to the Facebook. And I really know what it was, but I like to take pictures. So I called myself trying to take pictures back in the day. And I'm talking 2004, 5. I'm talking about this is when it first came out, when it was only for the schools. Facebook was only for the schools. And back when MySpace was even around, and the early beginning of, you know, having a hearsay mic and just chatting on Yahoo and stuff like that, man. Back when they had, what was it called, Kaza or something like that, the music, the Bear Share, whatever it was called, I don't know what it's called. But yeah, man, it's been frowned upon, but the whole time I was with the social media. Because the one thing I realized, I was like, man, I can reach so many more people, whether it's my friends or just people that might want to just vibe out, you know? So I understood social media right away, really because I used to be in a chat room on like Yahoo, and everybody was in that thing like just going crazy. So by the time social media came around, I just understood the concept. Probably just being in school and trying to get my schoolwork done too. But I just understood. So I had a group. I created a group called Addicted to the Facebook. And that group ended up having like 80,000 members in it. And I remember when I went to college and I was on my whole recruiting stuff, trying to be professional, I deleted the whole group. At least I think I did. And I got a safety pin in the back because I don't have a spotter. So, I mean, it's perfect because when I bring the weight down, it's also a great place to start for the next exercise and finish. But listen, man, I got rid of that group. I had read so much about scholarships and football and how you don't want to take away from your scholarship or get your scholarship pulled. So I was like, man, this group might get me in trouble, man. I don't know. I'm the admin and stuff like that. And back then, I don't know if I thought about adding somebody else as the admin or whatever, or keeping the group. But it ended up being a pretty cool group, man. And I think everybody realized, like, man, I'm getting on this shit every day. I'm getting on this social media every day. And I think people just always had like a knack for just wanting to connect with other people, like-minded people, or whether it was like just having fun, wanting to laugh, or just finding people with, you know, some of the similar interests that you possibly had. I think social media in the beginning was real natural. It was raw. But just like anything, man, it's gonna get political and people gonna start, you know, it gets watered down, and that's kind of where we are now. And that's why I think we see a lot of different social media ideas coming up, like Threads and Twitter changing, and we saw the launch of Vine and Instagram, Snapchat, and these platforms, man, it's all data. It's all a way to collect data. To me, that's all it simply is. So everything that you talk about, everything that you do, you just understand they're collecting as much data as they possibly can. The way that they make money is through data. They say, oh, we're not gonna sell your data, stuff like that. Listen, man, your information is going somewhere, all right? Whether it's government, whether it's businesses, higher level businesses, artificial intelligence, whatever. It's being used for something much more powerful than the social media platform that you own. So just remember that. Like, social media, to me, it's a great tool, but I think if you own it, you need to try to make sure you have like a purpose. Like if you're fitness and health, if you have a business, I think that will keep you from getting lost in like the mental side of things. Because if you try to keep up with what these other people got going on, they're not gonna tell you that their life is miserable. They're not gonna tell you that they broke. They're not gonna tell you that they struggling and stuff like that. And so the thing about it is like, where are you grounded within your foundation of what you wanna share as far as your personal branding, your business branding? And that's where I started off on social media. Is even when I was playing football, I was looking at my last name as my personal brand. So the things that I said and things that I talked about. Now I had to learn that because at first, you know, sometimes you just want to say what's on your mind. But one thing that we found out was anything you say on the internet, it lives forever. Even if you delete it, there's a trail and it's out there forever, no matter what. Even if you delete it, it is still out there. There's a trail. So once we figured that out, it was like, look, it matters. And if you're gonna become the head leader of a football team, the quarterback, or if you plan on going to the NFL or doing anything professional within your career, then what you do on social media matters. It could positively impact you, or it could negatively take away from what you are working to do, what you are working so hard to do. Now, there are some people that say, you know, I don't need social media. And it's true, you do not. Listen, I know tons of people that make 6 figures and even 7 figures that they have a social media account, but man, their interactions, none. They get on there, they scroll a little bit, they check on their family, they check on their friends, and that's it. You do not need social media to be successful. However, if that has become an expertise of how you gain leads into your business, or help people become aware of what you do within your business, or something that you're working to build, then social media can be a great tool. I think for the average person that's just on social media, it's like, man, listen, what am I doing? So if you find yourself spending too much time on social media, you gotta put the phone down, and you gotta look at your finances, look at your family, look at the communication, and you gotta realize, like, man, am I good with everything else around me? Because if you are, then, you know, feel free to scroll with the trolls and do what you gotta do. But don't let social media lock you up so much to the point that you desensitize yourself from the world. No excuse, stay focused and stay determined. And you know, it's a method to that. Oh yeah, I just thought I would let you know. Also created a private community on school called the Fitlosophy Academy. Listen, if you're looking to get around like-minded people with vision, people that want to take their life, take their game of life to the next level, maybe create newfound awareness, new perspective, shifting paradigms, learn about health and fitness, also sports performance training, and how you can get your kid to learn the proper drills they need to make the basketball team or make the football team, or maybe possibly even get a scholarship. Motivational speeches, inspirational quotes, and other learning and teachings from our community that can help you take the game of life to the next level. Are you looking for like-minded people so that you can share your expertise? Or maybe you're looking to understand where the world is going. Maybe there's somebody else in the group, in the community, that shares something you would like to know more about. Are you looking to know about crypto and Bitcoin? Are you looking to learn more about artificial intelligence? Listen, it's a group of like-minded people, doctors, lawyers. I want you to click the link below, and I look forward to seeing you soon, man. Join the private community today.